down and probably lose punch positions. I think he knows that. And I think personally myself, the game plan they had was, I knew he was going to cause him big problems because, he's comfortable. He's coming up from 154 at his age into 160 where he should be. So is Eubank's coming down where realistically he probably should be, 168. Filled up, but he's bowled down. Thought it was going to be 50% he needed to be. He went in there and got flattened.
What do you think he does next, Bill? Is it a rematch with Liam Smith? Should he take it?
He retires, doesn't he? What more can he do as a building process got to happen now? I mean, for him just to come back and to be in big fights, it's not going to happen. So maybe a little build. He's got a lot of building to do, really, hasn't he? I mean, he's got to build up from the start again because getting beat at elite level, for titles on the line and belts on the line, it's sort of you come out of two different building brackets. Where he's come from there, he's coming from Liam Smith stepping up to 160 to beat him, and he's now got to prove himself and establish himself back at 160 or whatever weight he's going to do.
Well, you said years ago, and you've always maintained that Chris Eubank Jr. will never become world champion. Did you think he'd lose his punch resistance, however? Because that's something he's always had, Billy.
Yeah, but look, people get older. People, you don't. Sometimes you look. He's employed this, Roy Jones Jr. To start teaching him how to box. What, at 32? He's had him for the last year or so, probably a bit longer. What, you're going to ask somebody to teach you how to box at 30? No, listen, and you notice his dad wasn't around. His dad wasn't there last night, and he's sort of, to be fair, he's all this bravado and that, and his dad's having a mental breakdown. And he's just left him to his own advice. He wasn't even at the fight, wasn't even, getting him out and getting his whole head sorted out. But yeah, he's retired. He's never going to be world champion. He's not good enough to be world champion. He's not good enough to be, to be up there with probably 8% of the population in the weight, so he's never going to be world champion. So listen, he's earned a few quid, call it a day, done well for his dad's name and retire, innit,
What's good, family? It's your man the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy. Where's Andreas for coming through and boosting the coin? Respect, General. So, we just heard there from your man's Billy Joe Sausages. Big bulbous Santa looking ass, dude. And I've been saying in my live stream the other day that there's a reason. Wait a minute. It's 2023. Why have we got an audio? Where are they doing that at, yeah? Since when do we have audio interviews? It's no mistake, people. Billy Joe Sausages is always on Instagram doing a story with his phone, so trust me, Billy Joe Sausages, his camera phone, works just fine. The reason it's a rare audio interview, like we're in the 1990s, is because my man, big Santa looking ass dude, and he knows how silly he looks. And on that basis, imagine that. It's one thing clowning. Don't forget, look, this is the image IFO put up. So when people are hearing these lyrics from Billy Joe, which for the main part, a lot of it was waffle, but some of the points were fair points. But people are thinking about, Billy Joe, who looks like this, is giving advice to Chris Eubank Jr. Yeah, but guess what? If the fans knew that it was Billy Joe Santa who was waffling, they'd be saying, wait a minute, who this guy to talk? This guy can't even control his gullet. Big bulbous looking, you know what I'm saying? It's always one of them. People are always, it's like, I don't know. It's like taking diet advice from a big bulbous looking ass. Yeah, Billy. I mean, the way Billy giving out career advice. He's finished. And listen, Billy. To be fair, I can't knock you. If anyone knows a lot about being finished, it'd be you. Listen, as far as the last few years go, if there was one fighter, let's call us spade, in the last 2 or 3 years, if there was one fighter who you had to give the PhD, the PhD of the 3-year award, who would it be for the most finished? It'd be Billy Joe. So in that respect, Billy, I have to give you credit. Yeah? You do know a lot about being finished. So listen, if the PhD in finishedness is saying that Eubank's finished, he probably ain't wrong. And actually, that's what I said. I actually half agree with him. But a lot of things I don't agree with. He's got a long way to go, he's got to build. And you notice, at one point, everything Billy does, he's trying to slyly excuse what he did. In as much as he goes, it's one thing losing when there's belts on the line. Just say, Billy, just come out and own it. Yeah? What you mean to say is, oh, it's okay for me to get my cherry popped and for me to jack on my stool because there was world titles on the line. Who cares? No one cares. Yeah, it's a little bit relevant, but for what it's worth, Eubank versus B-level beefy or not, he wanted to carry on. He jumped up like a jack in the box. Why didn't you jump up like a jack in the box? The fact there's belts on the line, that don't stop you jumping up and wanting some more. Yeah? Oh, but my eye this, but my eye that. Listen, for all we know, Eubank's eye was lick up as well. Eubank's eye looked more dangerous, truth be known. Big plum of a whatever on him. But listen, Billy, we know Billy's been delusional, but he ain't delusional enough to get on the camera. That's how you can tell someone's, people will give it this one, but they come on camera. That's how you know he's going, I'm not trying to knock the guy. That's how you know he's going through things. Yeah? It's like that other guy the other day, what's his name? Liver King. Liver King, come on here, buy this supplement, buy that supplement. I'm the Liver King. Yeah, 10 tenets, 10 ancestral tenets. I show men how to be men. 2-2s, he gets exposed. In some dude's DMs, I've got a little, my man's buff as you like as well. This dude is one of the most buff dudes I've ever seen. And he's on emailing some next don, saying about, there's a little bit of, I've got a little bit of back fat and, it won't go, it's really stubborn. I thought, my man sounded like some big burly, what's that weight loss place called? What's it called? There's a big, back about 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, Weight Watchers, that's it. Yeah, my man, big buff burly don, Weight Watchers female. Yeah, listen, we all know, 15 years ago, Weight Watchers was full of big burly birds. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of big birds in there. Big bird-looking ass females. Yeah, now listen, Billy, you are a big bird-looking ass female now. Taking yourself down to Weight Watchers. Yeah, do you know how mad that is? People, yeah, I'm not knocking it. Fair play, listen. Any big birds out there who used to go to Weight Watchers, I salute that. But I'm pretty sure they shut down. Because it ended up, especially in this day and age, in 2023, it ended up being quite controversial because what would happen is it turned into a bit of a cult because people would go there and they'd weigh you in front of everyone. So you'd get on there and it'd be like, you've put weight on Big Shirley. Yeah, Big Bird. There's always some big bird bit sounding like Shirley, 100%. Big Shirley jump on the scale. Oh, Shirley, big bird Shirley, you put some more little piece of weight on. Listen, Billy, anyway, stop rambling. Billy, what you need to do is pick the blower up, get on the phone to your local Weight Watchers, and go down there with big Shirley and the rest of the girls. Yeah, and start clocking in, and start getting your weekly whatevers. Yeah, get your weekly Weight Watchers supplement line, and start doing whatever they be doing. 100%, that's what you need to do. When you go on the airplane, and when people are involved, on an aeroplane, during catastrophic incidences, what do they say? They say, look after yourself first. And Billy, never mind Eubank's career finished. 100%. You find yourself, your career is on an airplane, 100%. And it's during catastrophic circumstances. You best worry about your own career. Yeah, Mr. Father Christmas looking at us. Let's call a spade out. Listen, I'm all for dragging. I'm the first one to drag Chris Eubank Jr. But what we ain't going to do is this whole Billy Joe thing. That's not going to work for me. Billy Joe, he could have come back and done something, but he fell off. Billy completely fell off and lost his head because he jacked. And then he said, and then the worst thing was for me was when he tried to blame Ben Davidson for it. And Ben, being a low IQ shill he was, he actually took it. Oh, it wasn't Billy. No word of a lie. Ben, not Ben Shalong, what's the other guy's name? Ben, Mr. VO5 looking ass. VO5 conditioner. That goofy looking ass dude with the hair. I've got his name. Ben Davison, that's it. Ben Davison actually came. Oh, no. Billy was begging to carry on. Even though the video shows otherwise. No. Billy was begging to carry on. I pulled it out as the trainer. Huh? Mark Tibbs didn't say that. Oops. And that's the thing with Billy. Listen, if Billy had to come out and owned it and said, listen, people, listen, I jacked. Yeah? I talked all that good talk to Daniel Dubois. I talked all that good talk to everyone else. When it came to my moment, I folded like a cheap deck chair. Yeah? And Tyson Fury had to fly out. People forget that. Tyson Fury, you man have got a very short memory. Tyson Fury that week, that May week, 2021, I believe it was. Tyson Fury had flown in to Vegas that whole week. Him and Fury were like this, yeah, on the Instagram live, yeah, waffling off, talking about how they're 400 purebred lineage of bare knuckle, and Billy Joe's the 15th in the line of after 400 years of purebred bare knuckle dons. That's what they said. Billy's, there's no way. There's not a man born from his mother can defeat the undefeated 15th in the lineage. That's what they were saying. 2-2s. Never mind defeat. My man rolled over after being licked up in the 7th round and just sat there. I didn't want to get off his stool. He went out sad. Tyson Fury, listen, the amount of videos that was out in that fight week was unbelievable. And guess what? There wasn't one video. No joke. In fact, to this day, call me a liar. It's crazy. To this day, there isn't one Tyson, can you believe that? And that's quite interesting. Anyone who interviews people, yeah, you might need to ask Tyson Fury, because to this day, yeah, there hasn't been an interview. That's mad, isn't it? I've just realised that, but it's true. It's been 2 years since Billy Joe Sausages jacked on his stool, and to this day, there's never been a Tyson Fury interview on it. Never. I've done videos on it before, but them two, they've been going through it to some extent. But anyway, like I said, Billy, man, let's not take no, listen, for anyone giving advice, no one don't need no advice on Big Shirley, yeah? Big Shirley, keep your advice to yourself and just listen. Big Shirley, what you need to do is focus on, go into your weekly checkup, and 100%, you focus on that. Yeah, Big Shirley ain't got, you listen, Big Shirley, you ain't got the time or the energy to be focusing on anyone else's career. Big Shirley need to make sure you get your weight checks in, 100%. Make sure you got that under control, yeah? About Chris is finished this, Chris is finished that. And he is, I ain't gonna lie to you, that's what I'm saying. Chris is finished, but listen, Chris might be finished, but we don't need to hear that from Big Shirley, is the point, you understand? It depends who it's coming from. That's the issue here. Who is the advice coming from? Big Shirley, you got your own issues to carry on with. What you need to focus on. You've been coming back for years, and this and that, and whatever else. And to be honest, I said the other day, I actually like the idea of these two men fighting. The battle of the most finished. No joke. People, YB, you love to crack jokes. No, on a serious note. Billy Joe versus Chris Eubank. Billy Joe Santa versus Chris Eubank Jr. That is genuinely, I'm intrigued to see who is the most finished. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the intrigue there. Wow, let's see how finished one of these dudes is. And it literally, I can see Chris Eubank popping Billy on his cheek and Billy sitting on the stool. Or, I hate to say this, I really do. A week ago, I'd have told you that, listen, Eubank will knock Billy Joe around the ring. But I'm not a shill for no one. And I have to be honest, like I said, it could go either way. I can see Eubank popping Billy and Billy's a cheek going and him sitting on the stool and rolling over again and having his belly rubbed some more. Or I can see Mr. Pillar Fist Billy Joe, who never knocked no one out, same as Mr. Smith. I can see Billy catching Eubank and sending him to Mars with Elon Musk, 100%. I can see Billy Joe Santa solving, but listen, Elon Musk has been working and SpaceX has been working for years, or the whole plan, they're trying to get to Mars 100%. And I'm telling you now, there's a chance, I don't know which way, I don't know if it's not 100% chance, but there is a chance Billy Joe will solve all them SpaceX and Elon Musk troubles. Yeah, because you best believe it could end up happening. You Billy Joe Sausages puts your man's Eubank on a one-way trip, solves all them, listen, he solves all them aeronautical issues, and he'll be flying straight up there, zoop, yeah, 100%, straight to Mars. So, listen, maybe, and that's what I'm saying, for the benefit of society, we need to see this fight, yeah, because this might end up solving one of the great 5th, 8th wonders of the world. How do we get to Mars? Listen, Billy Joe's hostages, he's sending you back there, because listen, I ain't gonna lie to you, we just saw Smith sent my man to the moon. And that's what I'm saying. That's what the great thing is. Eubank, yes, you lost the fight, but you have provided great value to the human race. Yeah, the human race hasn't been back to the moon since the 1960s. Thankfully, listen, no one else went there at the weekend. No one else has been back to the moon since the 1960s. Only Chris Eubank has done that. So yeah, we can all crack jokes and Chris Eubank Jr., but to be fair to the guy, he is the first man on the moon since Neil Armstrong. So You know what I'm saying? That's the thing, people, these days, in the social media age, people don't ever want to see the positives. They're always clinging on to the negatives. Yeah, Chris, I know you're going through it right now, but at least you're the first man in 60 years to be on the moon, to be walking on there. Because after Liam Smith punched you all the way up there. And again, I haven't been too impressed with B-level Beefy, yeah. I have not been too impressed with B-level Beefy, but it's fair play to the guy. Yeah, he sent that dude straight to the moon. All the way up there. No doubt about that. So, again, you have to put it all into the whole holistic way of looking at things. But as far as Billy Joe's sausages goes, aka Big Shirley, Billy Joe Shirley, that's his 100%. As far as Big Shirley goes, yeah, don't want to hit. Listen, Billy, until you're coming back on interview, video, don't make no more videos, because you ain't fooling no one. Big Shirley sounds an ass. Yeah? No one's trying to hear no advice from you until you're back on the video. When you're back on the video, I mean, that's when it matters. That's how you know someone's holding it. People used to say, why be you scared of going on camera? Listen, to some extent, fair play, innit? Fair play. If you ain't going to hold it, then don't hold it. But when you're hiding behind audio, what weight is there really behind your words? They ain't carrying no weight right now. Yeah? Your words ain't got no weight, Billy Joe. Never mind that. Your name is dirt. That's the truth. People don't realise in the bare knuckle community, Billy Joe has been beating up old people. That's what happened, no joke. Since the Canelo fight, because he was traumatised, yeah, because he got turned out on international TV, Billy Joe has been picking on old people within his community. That's the God's honest truth. There's been loads of videos, loads of documentary evidence about it. Billy Joe's been picking on vulnerable. I think it was some old. There was some. No word if I lie. There was a 50-year-old man who didn't look too healthy himself, calling out Billy Joe, saying that he'd punched up his dad, who's like 65, 70. That's Billy Joe for you. Yeah, because Billy Joe knows he can't go back to boxing because he'll get dealt with again. But I mean, Billy Joe's food, people. Let's not forget, Billy Joe had to juice himself. Billy Joe and this guy here, Mr. Sweat Drinker, Dominic Juicecool, pumped Billy so full of juices, he was able to duck the Demetrius Poo-Poo Andrade fight. Yeah, Poo-Poo Andrade would have boxed this guy's chops right off the way of his face, and he knows that. That's why he did what he did. Yeah, same to be clear, same as Conor Benn. Now, Conor Benn's dying for the Eubank fight. Now, at the time, though, he weren't really on it like that, was he? Let's be real now. That's why he's full of juices. Because he was jittery, nervy. But anyway, to some extent, I mean, Billy Joe, is the sport better with Billy Joe in it? It is. Because it's great there's nothing more entertaining than seeing someone there's nothing more entertaining than seeing a big mouth let's not forget, people, Billy Joe carried so much weight in that narrative, didn't he? And to be fair to Tyson Fury so far, Tyson Fury's another one, he carries that weight. The difference is, he hasn't flopped. Billy Joe, he carries so much weight about how much bare knuckle he is, and remember, that video of him schooling Dubois, he was wagging his finger. You just don't do that. If you give it out, you take it. No, it's amazing how karma works. Next thing you know, my man's eye pops, and he rolls over on the stool in the next round. Dubois fought on for 3 or 4 rounds. And he's at heavyweight. And he's fighting one of the most dangerous heavyweights going. You got hit once and was out of there. Yeah? So let's talk about that. And that's my beef here as well. We ain't spoke about that yet. We ain't. Not one person, never mind, again, I've got no problem with Mr. Billy Joe Shirley commenting on Eubank. But wait a minute, why is IFL questioning Billy Joe Shirley on Eubank's controversy when we haven't even talked about his controversy yet from 2 years ago? That's what I don't rate about IFL TV. IFL TV, yeah, they pick favourites. And they'll clown, I remember after the AJ fight, I think it was, they're happy to clown certain individuals, but their favourites, yeah, like Billy Joe. I think that's what it was. When AJ lost, yeah, the world went mad. Everyone clowning him. Then Billy Joe lost, and the next week there was no interviews. Seriously, there wasn't. I'm pretty sure Mark Tibbs had to come out on Boxing Social or some other third-party site. Sitting on word of a lie. Because at the time, IFL was all MTK. So again, when AJ lost, it was all over the place. They had 10 interviews every day for the next month. Getting everyone, Dave Allen. I mean, you know it's bad, yeah? When IFL TV are dragging Dave Allen out of the graveyard for an interview, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? When Billy Joe's sausages got rolled over, had his big fluffy belly tickled because he jacked, guess what? There weren't no Dave Allen interview. There weren't no interview. Again, we don't even know what Tyson Fury had to say about it, which is key. When he was there that week, hyping it all up, he was there at the fight. Now he left on a private jet. He got out of there. He got out of Dodge. Listen, I've never seen a man get out of Dodge so quick. But still, my point is, I'm going to finish here. My beef is, why have IFL TV got Big Shirley Saunders on the interview when they haven't? Or why have they got Big Shirley Saunders discussing Chris Eubank's controversy when they haven't done the same with him? That's my beef here. Yeah? I think, to be quite frank, it's a great point as well. Like, for example, just to show you, man, the biases, yeah? As far as I remember, when Billy Joe jacked here, they didn't actually call Chris Eubank, that week. I don't remember seeing it. Yes, there was a video. Yes, Chris Eubank put a personal video out, but I don't remember. And please show me the link if I'm wrong. I don't remember IFL TV calling up Chris Eubank that week to say, "What's your comments on Billy Joe?" Like I said, that week it was silent. There was no interviews. I think maybe it was a Ben Davidson one, maybe, but Ben Davidson was part of the team. In fact, that's the truth. The only interview that was put out from IFL TV was the Ben Davison one, who's part of the team and he kind of carried the narrative. So my beef is, why are you got essentially publicising Eubank's downfall? And I haven't got a problem with it. My problem is, be consistent. Why didn't you have Eubank on the blower after the Billy Joe's sausages jack? Oh, at the time, this was a big thing at the time, because they didn't want to emphasise what had happened. They want to brush it under the rug and keep their MTK Kabbalah family all nice and tight. But that's what we ain't doing it over here. We're being consistent. I'm the first one to drag Chris Eubank Jr., but also Mr. Big Shirley Saunders. Yeah. So until IFL TV addresses your controversy, I ain't trying to hear or value anything Big Shirley Saunders has to say. Someone needs to sit you down or on the phone, I don't care how, and say, Billy, this is a simple question, Billy. You waffled on at Daniel Dubois, and not only just him, there's been many other people in the past, I'm sure, but Dubois in particular. Billy, how do you answer this? You waffled on at Daniel Dubois about how hard you need to be, about giving it out and taking it, about go out on your shield. What happened to that for you? That's all, a simple one question. What happened to going out on your shield that you condemned everyone else for? Yeah? That's what he did. He smacked his chest. He went, go out on your shield, brother. That's what, no joke. Go out on your shield, brother. That's what he said. So IFL TV, don't be dragging out Big Shirley Saunders to clown Eubank when you ain't even answered. 2 years later, you ain't even answered your man. And no word of a lie. As far as boxing goes, this is one of the most intrigued situations in boxing. Seriously, name me a more contentious subject than this. Name me a subject, yeah, where people are desperate to know, oh, what happened there? This is number one. We want to know how Billy justifies clowning everyone and then rolling over himself. But yet, they've got you on here clowning Eubank, but haven't even answered your own clownery. That don't work for me. And that shows you, that's why if I was Chris Eubank Jr. or anyone else or AJ, I'd never give these guys any time. Because they've got their favourites. And I ain't got a problem having your favourites. But, well, I have got a problem with having favourites. But you're supposed to be media. You're supposed to be independent in that sense. You're supposed to be, I give everyone a fair shake. We're going to clown Billy. We're going to clown Eubank. Oh, no. It's clown certain fighters. Oh, we'll clown AJ. We'll clown Eubank. But then Billy Joe gets, you know what I'm saying, gets certain treatment. And I'm no doubt Tyson Fury as well. And then I remember Cassius put that fake video out where he questioned Tyson Fury. He said, "Oh, Tyson, what about the charity?" And Tyson slapped him and said, "Listen, I'll do what I want with my money." And Coogan's backside fell out. Anyway, you heard there from Sausages, Big Shirley Sausages, and that is what it is. Smash the like button, subscribe, and look off the bell. There's no doubt about it.